Afghanistan, Somali, Niger. Presently, even with in Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, they are battling with non-state actors' activities. Of recent, they in the barrack in Burkina Faso killed a lot of their generals. Same way, Mali, they have been doing that. They had to take stand and carry out some onslaught. Same way with Niger, they still have some bandits that are terrorizing some parts of Niger and World Chad. You see, because of shortage of manpower, resources, proper training and welfare, it makes it to be difficult to wipe out insurgency and terror and banditry at once. Even though the activities of the non-state actors in the northeast, who are Boko Haram, ISWAP, and ISIS, differs from those Bello Turji boys in Zamfara, Lakura that came from Mali and others. So it differs. That of Katsina also is communal. Then that of Kwara Niger is activities of people who pretended to be Christian and later turned the other way. So you see, what makes it very difficult is that at the time they come, they stay amongst people, pretend. So and at the time it is known, when the onslaught is to be carried out, in order not to make mistakes like that of Tudunbiri and others, the combined armed forces, police and security agencies get very careful. And you can see now of recent that the DSS have been coordinating intelligence with the police, with the Army, Navy, Air Force. The moment a credible intelligence is gotten, even on their movement, you see how they go after them. Of recent, there was a kind of a privileged information I got from vice chairman of a local government in Niger State, and I passed it to the office of chief of defense plans and policies, and that thing I think they transmitted, and the boys went there. It was around Lumabare where they came and they even killed immigration officer. Then similarly, when they were making it difficult for some people in Augi Mera and Argungu area, when the information came, they also look at the effort of Operation Fansayama, where the air component group of the Nigeria Air Force carried out onslaught. Then the ground troops of Army, police, DSS were carrying out ground exercise where they eliminated 300 bandits that were moving to Zuru to carry out havoc. Then also in Rijau, when they came, the later week when they set up the dam. So far so good. I think the armed forces, police, DSS and what have you, they are gathering intelligence, sharing, and the onslaught is ongoing. Once the intelligence is gathered by police and DSS, they give it to Army and Air Force. The Air Force carry out the onslaught through the air. Then the ground clearance is going. So to say Nigeria is a safe haven for non-state actors, no. And don't forget, even in Northwest, in other northwestern states of Kaduna, there were northwestern governors supported by United Nations Development Program, where they had program on security to make both kinetic and non-kinetic approach. And above all, you can see the kind of efforts being done by a cleric in Zamfara, where Bello Turji has agreed to certain truths, even though I personally don't support truths with the non-state actors. So to some extent, no country is free from insecurity. Look at Kashmir and India. It was the activities of the non-state actors at the Kashmir-Pakistani border that brought the few weeks war between Pakistan and India. So that is to tell you, and we even thank God, look at Afghanistan, the Taliban, they are insurgents, they are in charge of power today in that country.
Okay.
So the issue is Nigeria is trying, but the only thing is, you get my point,
right.
We need to increase enlistment into the both commissioned cadre and non-commissioned cadre of both the armed forces, police and others. Because when you are fighting insecurity, you don't restrict recruitment, because provided these people are not mad, they don't have criminal record, recruit them. But today, the rigorous way to recruit, you see, if you don't know somebody, even the other rank of private in the army, never rating in the navy or constable in the police, is difficult to get. Talking of social service, regular combatant corps or directional service of the Air Force, Army and Navy, then those of the paramilitary. So these are the issues. So the government needs to do a lot to increase manpower beyond just buying weapons. It's the human beings that operate the weapons. Then also make sure that their welfare is taken care of.
All right. I mean, the reason why I'd actually made that statement earlier, no pun intended, it's coming from a place of I mean, how porous our borders have become, and the influx of, arms and ammunition, and also, visa non-state actors into, Nigeria. It may be happening in other countries, within the West African states, but maybe underreported. However, comrade, looking at key themes from 50th anniversary celebration of ECOWAS some months ago: regional regional unity, I beg your pardon, peace, progress, and youth empowerment actually, were on the front burner. Now let's talk about regional unity. To what extent enhanced police collaboration, be brought to bear, looking at the fact that there is some, how will I put it now? The regional unity, within the ECOWAS, state is a bit shaky. Looking at some of the, countries that already, broke out of the ECOWAS as a body on its own. Don't you think that the effort will be counterproductive? Looking at the fact that we have the likes of, Niger, Burkina Faso, and the other of, ECOWAS.
Don't forget Russia was Itato, USSR, right? They broke away. Ukraine went differently. Uzbekistan went differently. Russia went differently. Belarus went differently, and others. It did not stop their cooperation, even though we have war between Ukraine and Russia ignited by the Western world. Okay, so I see, like I told you, there are still countries that belong to ECOWAS, which I mentioned. Are you getting my point?
Right.
So this cooperation is still. Don't forget the fact that it was Nigeria that stabilized governance and polity in Liberia and Sierra Leone during Ibrahim Babangida administration, when Charles Taylor, a rebel group struck, and Yomi Johnson and what have you, against then Master Sergeant Doe, who was the president. It was Babangida alongside ECOWAS country. Nigeria provided 80% of the funding. The initial commander, ECOWAS from Ghana, when there was incompetence after the killing of Samuel Doe, he was changed with a Nigerian field commander, later General Joshua Dogoyaro, and so far so good. We've had up to 4 ECOWAS field commanders like late General Victor Malu, like Timothy Shelpidi, and others. So the issue now, the remnant of the people that are in ECOWAS now, that cooperation has been there, like I told you, right from military, but now it's going to be further capacitated with maybe coordinated intelligence gathering and sharing, maybe periodical appraisal. Are you getting my point?
Right.
Then also, amendment in some of their earlier corporations. Because when you look at now, a transborder armed robbery is still there. Then again, on trafficking, when you go, you see sometimes people are trafficked through borders. Maybe if they live from here to Cotonou to Lomé in Togo, Lomé they cross Aflao border into Ghana, from Aflao they go to Accra, Takoradi to Aboso to San Pedro in Cote d'Ivoire, then Cote d'Ivoire to Danane in Cote d'Ivoire, Danane to Zor in Guinea-Conakry, Zor to Zerikure to Guinea, then from Guinea to Freetown. Then Freetown now, you can now start going to either Liberia or what have you. So it will go a very long way, because I traveled in 1997 by road from Nigeria to Sierra Leone. That is why I have to be telling you these borders. I know what I saw. By some border areas, you see young girls being trafficked for prostitution. Like in that 97, when I had to spend a night in Adjamé of Abidjan, capital of Cote d'Ivoire, they took me to a port area where the commercial sex workers were Nigerians. Then similarly, when I went to their largest port city in Cote d'Ivoire, which is San Pedro, the same menace. Most of these sailors, it is there. So if these corporations are there, from trafficking for prostitution, transborder robbery, the evasion of the non-state actors after causing havoc in the world, it will be tackled, because it's going to help in intelligence gathering, because every country has sovereignty. There are always restrictions where if they go into another country, it's difficult. So even in the military angle, that cooperation is already working. Okay. Even with Niger and others being in what have you, we have the multinational joint task force. So the police cooperation coming now that has been there is just to further capacity, because there is what you call West African Police Association, WAPA. So So it exists right from time.
All right. But at the end of the day, looking at the West African Police Association, is this going to somehow overstretch our own security architecture right here in Nigeria, looking at how much there's been an influx of, these arms, ammunitions, and even these non-state actors into the country?
It has nothing to do with our internal security mechanism. Like I told you, every country has sovereignty, right?
Right.
Don't forget, we are members of International Police Interpol. A Nigerian retired AIG Garba Umar was vice president of Interpol. Former IG Abubakar Mohammed from Nasarawa State was also a Nigerian representative to Interpol, I think in Geneva or one of the countries. Are you with me?
Right.
So it is not today. We are even a member of the World Police Global Body, which is Interpol. Today, Interpol has office in Force Headquarters. The moment you are entering Force Headquarters, you go after the car park, you see a building there, boldly written Interpol. That is Nigeria Interpol office. And those officers there have been working where if there is issue that cross across another country, they tackle it, and those sometimes the suspects that evade Nigerian water, they are arrested and repatriated. So it is not going to have anything to infringe on our internal security, because when you are talking about internal security, it is within the country. Every country, the cooperation is only going to be on external basis. Yes, this suspect has entered your country, we need him back. That is the type of cooperation. Are you getting my point?
Right.
Oh, there is also intelligence report we are having on social is in your country. This is just our job, but it has nothing to do with our own internal security strategy and also of others.
All right. Thank you very much, comrade. I'll just have you hold your thoughts and let the listener on the other side of the radio know that they can also be part of the conversation by calling 09073530044 or 09087668888. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp portal number on 090970544 and 50. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Moses, good to have you. Right.
I want to 100% thank you for bringing out the site and very many things that are being in the security of this nation. My question to the bed: who are those sponsors? Who are the sponsors of this terrorism? That is what Nigerians have been praying for their names to come out, to see them appear in court for prosecution in the city. Because in as much as these people have not been fished out, the issue of this insecurity, who are their really sponsors?
All right.
Why is it difficult that these people should be fished out? Then number two, who are those behind the importation of arms into this country? How did they get into this country? Because there was an evaluation last time as over how many million arms in the hands of people in this country. Who are behind it? Then another thing is, where is their training ground? Where do they have their training? Because when you see people coming out in a systematic way, they operate almost 2-3 hours, no interception. Where is their training ground? Because we shouldn't fight a war that we don't need or we cannot find out the route. Then finally, what are their aims and objectives that led to these innocent lives, souls being destroyed? What are they looking for? What is their mission?
All right.
Which countries are behind all this mess in this country? So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Moses, for all of the questions that you've asked. I trust that Comrade Saliu Mahmood will be able to do justice to all of his questions. Comrade, are you there?
I like direct with you.
Right. A caller had actually thrown a couple of questions, at you. I don't know if you can respond to them.
Hello?
Yes, please. Are you there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, so the last caller actually asked a couple of questions.
He asked about 3 questions. That right. Who are their sponsors?
Yep.
What are their motives, and where did they train? Yes. So the first answer is, under Jonathan, they had mentioned that there are even Boko Haram in the government. Till the government terminated, nobody brought them out, right? Under Buhari, they said they were going to mention them. We didn't hear. Under this Tinubu, we are still waiting. The only skeleton names they brought during Buhari administration were some Burundi change operators, and they can never be because theirs is maybe through the money that passes through them. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
You see, there are 3 people involved in this sponsorship. There are disgruntled politicians. There are bad acts of regimented officers. Then the third one are the community involvement. Because it's happening in Zamfara now and Kaduna. It is not external people that are the bandits. Bello Turji is from Zamfara. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
Only Sububu that was killed that is from Niger. Only Lakura, we can say they came from another country. But when you look at most of the bandits in Kaduna and Zamfara, even the Boko Haram, Shekau, they are all from Borno State. So that is to tell you there are people who are internal collaborators divided into 3. Like Zamfara, I once emphasized that illegal gold mine where some politicians are involved and what have you is one of the reasons there. Then communal issue, there is lack of unity between the Fulani and the Hausa that makes that state. Are you with me?
Yes.
So because what the Fulanis they are alleging is that they've been rustling their cows, cattle. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. They no longer have peace to say. So the only way to defend themselves is to bear arms. Then the other angle is Itato. Some of them were brought to guard the illegal mining site. They now understood what is in need. They now start taking arms against the people that gave them the contract. Then some retired top echelons of the security, even though it remains allegation, politicians are also feeding fat in it. So it lies on office of the National Security Advisor, Inspector General of Police and others to name them. But you know, there are people in Nigeria that are above the law. For example, the Mahmuda terrorists that Itato gave on Timato to people in Kama and Borte local government area of Niger State, of Kwara State, as well as Lakura in Niger, they are aliens. The Lakura are aliens, but those Mahmuda, the earlier came, started preaching in villages like Nuku, under Kama local government, Nanu, Tanya and others. Are you with me?
Right.
It was later they started showing their true color, terrorizing people in Kemanji, Karozi and Kaberu and others. Are you with me? So the issue I'm putting here is the activities of the non-state actors differ. Then there are external sponsorship. There are people that are sponsoring from abroad. Are you with me?
Yes,
people who have said Nigeria will disintegrate. So it lies on the National Security Advisor to tell, because they have the intel. That is what we call intelligence report. Then where they train, most of these things, their training is not more than 3. They train in the bushes. A lot of our bushes, our forests are not combed, and they are there. But thank God now, the combined effort of the military is gathering momentum, and the forest guards, I think the bill is about to be assented and consented by Mr. President. Are you getting me?
Right.
Even at that, they are also playing roles now. Like yesterday, I got a call from one of our elders of one association I belong to, Professor Dikwa. He told me even his son is volunteering in Zamfara State, and they've recorded certain successes. Are you with me?
Right.
So the issue also, then again, lastly, what I have to say is no country is free from terrorism. We also need our citizens at the receiving end to display and discharge our ownership involvement role. That is the roles expected of us. There are certain communities there. Some of them know these bandits, they know their movement, they even give them women fuel and what have you. They don't give privileged information to the security agencies.
All right.
The agencies are not angels. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
So that is it.
All right, comrade, I'd like you to hold your thoughts with you for a commercial break. And when we return, we'll link up with you again to look at, the role of poor governance. Could that really be the reason why the issues are becoming more complex, within the economic community of West African states? We'll get a response to that after this commercial timeout. We'll link up with you in a short bit.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This is Nigeria. where every new day brings a fresh chance to dream bigger, push harder, and live confidently. But true confidence is more than hope. It's knowing that no matter where you are, no matter who you are, you're protected, empowered, and ready for the journey ahead. At Sanlam Alliance, we believe confidence isn't just for a few, it's the right of everyone. That's why we have come together, uniting the strength of a Pan-African giant and a global leader to give you the financial protection and solutions you need to succeed. Because when we come together, we protect more, we achieve more, and we all rise together. Sanlam and Alliance is now Sanlam Alliance. Sanlam Alliance. Live with confidence.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Oyana Logistics. Oyana Logistics. 1, 2, 3. You want order food? Oyana. Straight to your doorstep. One pick up something. Oyana. Or drop off something. Maybe you need that for shopping. Oyana. Direct from your favorite. You want order your cooking gas. Oyana. Direct to your doorstep. We dey run massive discount. Oyana. Just place your order now. We dey run free delivery when you order.
Hurry now and download Oya Now app on the Google Play Store or Apple Store. You can also visit us at www.oyanow.ng or call us on 080-8410-1000 or 081-2355-4000. We are available in Lagos and Abuja. Oya Now with the come.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Things they happen for our community, eh?
Now I can recoup back all the money I have spent on this annoying family.
Hey, yeah. That woman own don't finish.
My dear, let's go and greet them, okay?
Hey! Join Media Coalition and Awareness to hold trafficking, MICAS, on I Wish I Knew radio drama and program every Saturday at 10 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Join us to kick human trafficking out of our society. I Wish I Knew radio drama and program is brought to you by MICAS and funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Denmark.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable. Eagles 102.3.
Right, we are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. If there's on the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, pushing for enhanced police collaboration initiative aims to strengthen regional partnerships in training, operational integration among security forces and border management agents. And I've been speaking with Comrade Saliu Mahmoud Dandata, a security expert.
Hello?
Right. Comrade, thank you so much for staying with us.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I was going to ask you this very pertinent question. When it comes to poor governance, some observers are saying that poor governance is perhaps the reason or a significant contributor to the region's instability and insecurity. Looking at the new leadership, we now have a new chairman of ECOWAS, right? What is your own assessment of his leadership, in the region?
Come again, please.
Yes, I'm actually asking that. What is your assessment of the, the leadership input of the new ECOWAS chairman? Because I want us to look very critically at the concern around poor governance being a significant contributor to the region's instability and insecurity.
Well, part of the successes of the new ECOWAS chairman is what you are seeing. At least you can see they want to embark on improved police collaboration, right?
Right.
ECOWAS is involved in many things: conflict resolution, hunger, what have you, discussion on the economy of the Africa, currency, and most of others. Are you with me?
Right.
So I can say so far, the ECOWAS chairmanship is helping in making some of the restrictions of border crossing to be, made complex, because we do get reports sometimes how difficult it is. Are you getting, even with your passport and what have you, where at some border areas of ECOWAS border countries, for example, there were allegations at the Aflao border that when you are crossing from Lome to Aflao, that is Ghana, that the police and immigration authorities are charged. When that went to ECOWAS authorities, I think they spoke to the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Ghana in Accra. Are you getting me? So that is another success. Then again, when you look at countries like Liberia and Sierra Leone, the input of the new ECOWAS chairman has been able to help in stabilizing some of the policies on polity and economy and also other things. There are a lot that I think is doing, but it is not everyone that is hearing that. Sometimes there are certain skeletal conflicts that happen that he has been able to tackle within that time. Then again, don't forget, he tried to lure back Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, that form their own regional body, separate one. Are you with me?
Right.
Then he tried to make them understand. In fact, there was even a time a delegation was sent to them and also other things where they rebuffed, even though the process is still on. Then there are a lot of collaborations that they are also doing with civil society on gender-related issues, human rights, diplomacy, and the most of others. So far, so good from the ones we have seen. I think is living up to expectation, but much more needed to be done, because when we call ourselves ECOWAS and certain things are still lacking. Today, we don't have direct routes that are like dual carriageway across. By now, we are supposed to have dualized roads from here to Chad. Are you with me? We are supposed to have to Cameroon. We are supposed to have to Benin Republic. We are supposed to have up to Togo, up to Ghana, that is jointly constructed by them. But what you see, it is either you are passing through Owode, you crossing, or Seme, or Idiroko, or Chikanda, Benin Republic border, or Babana, Benin Republic, or others, then you what have you. So if that is there, then a single transport policy, there are certain skeletal problems. For example, ABC transport on Wednesdays go to Accra from Nigeria. Some of the constraints they face is border crossing. At the time they get there, if it is not our border, it's the other border area, you see the way they are treated. There are certain border areas where they even search them to pant, which ought not to be. So I think the ECOWAS chairman need to look into that, because when we say we are Africans, we are economic community of West African states, we have ECOWAS passport that should stand everywhere. Are you with me?
Yes.
But I tell you, even with that ECOWAS passport, if you go to border area between Zor and the Danane, that is Cote d'Ivoire crossing to Guinea-Conakry, the way the gendarmes treat you, it happened to me. We asked me to pant. I had to tell them, come, I'm an African. Are you with me?
Right.
So where I got leverage and I was given decency was Anglophone area, that is between Conakry and Freetown. You know, Sierra Leone is an English-speaking country. We call them Anglophone. So that is where I got leverage. But if you are going to all these Francophone countries that speak French, oh my God, it is very, very embarrassing. But some of them even call you Nigerian thieves, which ought not to be.
Nigerian
what?
Nigerian thieves?
They call you Nigerian thieves, yes. That we are thieves. 419.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let me take you a step backward a little bit, comrade, if you don't mind. You've been able to highlight some of the success stories under, the new ECOWAS chairman, President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone. However, will it be safe to say that the former ECOWAS chairman could not achieve so much, while he was, chairman of ECOWAS?
Can you please come again?
Yes, I said you've been able to highlight quite a lot of success stories within a short time under the leadership of the new ECOWAS chairman, Maada Bio. But will it be safe to say that the previous ECOWAS chairman didn't do, much during his reign as ECOWAS chairman?
Don't forget the previous ECOWAS chairman was our own president.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm asking. Are you there, comrade? Comrade, are you there? Hello, are you there? Well, all right. I guess the network is a bit, tricky at this point in time. But comrade, are you there? Can you hear me?